Good morning, ladies. How's everybody doing? It is Sunday, January 5th, 2020. And I just wanted to, it's afternoon actually, I'm sorry. I just looked at the clock, but I just wanted to come on and see how everybody's doing, where people are in their journeys with trying to conceive, who's doing IUI, IVF, natural conception, adoption, donor eggs, donor sperm, whatever. Because no matter what methodologies we use to conceive our babies, they are our babies, period, point blank, end of story. I am just sitting here trying to reflect on everything that's happened since my retrieval in August of 2018, and then subsequently my transfer in on September 3rd, 2018, on Labor Day. And I'm telling you, it's been a wild ride with these girls. They're actually 8 months already, and then on April 18th, they will be one. We are prepping and getting things ready for their Uno themed party. So that's going to be lots of fun. They'll have their little Wild About Uno shirts and their tutus going on. We've had a rough couple weeks. The girls both had ear infections and ended up in the hospital and being on antibiotics for about 10 days. They tested negative for RSV. Thankfully, I'm so glad they didn't have RSV because I've seen the suffering of some babies with RSV, and I'm just thankful that the girls didn't have to go through that. They've had bouts with bronchiolitis and shortness of breath, wheezing, and needing breathing treatments, but they are doing really well. They're starting to bounce back. We were initially having to cut their milk with Pedialyte because they couldn't take in too much volume because of so much mucus, but they're getting well, thankfully. So, our day to day life is just about making sure Nyla and Naomi are taken care of and making sure they're good. They're growing really well. Their development is on task. Um, they have their reading lessons at least twice a day. I read to them. We work on their motor skills, gross motor skills, crawling, standing, just the gamut, everything they need to develop into healthy little girls. So, where am I at? What's going on? I thought for 2020, since I'm reflecting, I answer some questions. People in real life all the time ask me, do you want more children? Are you having more children? The answer to that question is no. So, no, let me rephrase. Do I want more children? Yes. Am I going to have more children? The answer to that is no. So I had a pretty straightforward, uncomplicated pregnancy. I was able to carry twins with one placenta to 35 weeks one day with no taps or twin to twin transfusion syndrome. And let me tell you, ladies, I'm grateful to God that they didn't have any complications. I mean, they do have a little bit of I would say compromising their immune system being born at 35 weeks gestation. Like if they're around anybody with a cold, they'll get instantly sick. And their pediatrician just explained that's a result of being premature. But do they have any medical issues? No. But with that being said, it's like there's so much risk associated with being pregnant and so many fears I have and so many fears that I had while being pregnant. I feel like I just don't want to go down that road again. The other thing is the cost of childcare is astronomical for two children, so I couldn't even imagine paying for three. So in my mind, I would like to have about three more children. I used to say I was gonna have a little basketball team full of kids, like 5 or 6 kids, when I was 19, 20. But now at 36, I feel like I'm blessed with these two, and we're gonna call it a day. Now, if the opportunity came for us to adopt a son, I would take it. I have to get hubby's opinion on that. But if I was able to adopt a son, that would be a blessing. But am I going to use assisted reproductive technology to try to conceive again? That answer is no. Now, obviously, if I got pregnant naturally, I wouldn't have an abortion. But yeah. Am I trying to conceive? Nope. Not right now. So, yeah, I'm over here just focusing on my health as well. So after I delivered the girls, I lost about 32 pounds. And then I just started like stress eating sweet stuff. So I've put on some weight. I have established with a weight management physician at Cleveland Clinic, and I'm working through diet, exercise. I'm gonna give this about a 6 month trial and see how I do. I may end up thinking about weight loss surgery, but I'm gonna give it my very best effort to lose some weight naturally and try to get to a healthier weight. I mean, honestly, when I was talking to my weight management doctor, I was telling her that in a multiple gestation pregnancy, I gained 12 pounds the whole time. I ate really healthy. I wasn't eating sweets. I mean, and I was telling her how is it that I could use that much self control? And she explained it as the thought process is you're protecting your babies, right? So you're gonna do whatever is possible. Well, now that they're out, it's like there's a disconnect between the focus on protecting myself as well. I think we all kind of get into the habit of not having enough time for self-care and self-management and taking care of ourselves. So that's my goal for 2020. I reflect on the fact that I was able to miraculously have these twins after being told I had a 1% chance of ever conceiving with my own eggs. I will never get over that. And even though I used IVF, that 1% chance was with assistance. It wasn't like you got a 1% chance naturally. Like, no, honey, we could put this sperm in this egg, okay? It still ain't gonna work for you. But God said otherwise. So now my focus is on self-care, trying to carve some time out even while taking care of the twins, for diet, for exercise, for resting adequately. I give so much of myself. I mean, I'm in a marriage. I take care of patients for a living. Then I take care of my kids. So I've limited my behavior where I used to be all things to all people. So I see where I have made some modifications, but now it's time for me to get my butt in gear and stay healthy for these miracle twins. So 2020 for me is about being grateful for the blessing that is Nyla and Naomi. And the blessing that I'm able to call them my children, and they'll soon be calling me mama, although they are obsessed with the word dada. And I know everybody's gonna say they all say dada first. Nobody got time for that. But anyway, so to all of you ladies who are still trying to conceive, who are in the struggle, who are in the fight, please know that I'm praying for you with my whole heart, no matter what. Motherhood is the best hood, okay? I want to see people get their babies. I want God to grant the desires of people's hearts. I'm praying for healthy babies, healthy embryos, IVF transfers that work, IUIs that work. You ladies, let me know where you are in your cycles and what you're doing for 2020, how you're focusing on self-care. What do you plan in terms of IUI, IVF, where you are in your TTC journey. For the ladies that have conceived, how's motherhood going? Just let me know how you all are doing, okay? Talk to you later. Bye.